Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another Glacial Geek Battle Report. I am Phil the Glacial Geek, coming to you here from Casa de Neil, where I'm about to fight a 2,000-point battle between my Astra Militarum and Jason and Harris's Death Korps of Krieg and Minotaurs. So the story that we've got going on here is that an assassin, a Vindicare Assassin, has gone rogue, and he's on a mission of his own that only he knows about. During his mission, he has requisitioned the assistance of a Death Korps of Krieg battalion and a battalion of the Minotaurs to help him on his mission up here, and he is trying to get them to work with him. The Officio Assassinorum has dispatched an assassin force to go take him down before he can cause any more trouble than he already has. And they've requisitioned the assistance of some Militarum Tempestus and some Imperial Guard to assist them in handling the situation. So that is the story that we've got going on. We are going to be playing the Priority Target mission, which is from the Grand Tournament Packet 2021. Essentially, there are 5 objectives on the table. One over here, one in the middle, there's one over here, one over here, and one over there. Each of these objectives, we actually moved them because you place them and then you take turns moving them once you choose your deployment zones. So essentially they moved 6 inches. They are where they are now. And then we placed all the guys. So you have it, you score 5 points if you control 1, you score 10 points if you control 2, and you could score 15 points if you control more than your opponent, for a grand total of 15 per turn starting in battle round 2. We also have our secondary missions that we have chosen. I have chosen Engage on All Fronts, Assassination, and Grind Them Down. My opponents have chosen Priority Targets, which is the one for the mission-specific one. If you control, we each chose a priority target. If they control 1, they score 3 points. If they control both, they score 5 points. They have chosen Oaths of Moment and Assassination. So that is the story. That is the mission. Before we go any further, though, let's show you the 2 armies that are going to be fighting it out. So for the Astra Militarum, I'll be running a battalion detachment, a spearhead detachment, and a vanguard detachment. Leading off the battalion detachment, we have 2 Tempestor Primes. We have 3 5-man Tempestus Scion squads. We have 2 Tempestus Command squads. We have a 6-man squad of Bulgrin. We have a Torox Prime and a Vendetta gunship. And for the spearhead detachment, we have a tank commander. We have a Leman Russ battle tank. We have a Manticore and a Wyvern. And last but not least, we have an assassination force. And for the Death Korps of Krieg, he'll be running a battalion detachment. Leading off the detachment, we have 2 marshals. We have 3 infantry squads. We have 2 engineer squads. We have 2 veteran squads. We have 3 chimeras and a Vindicare Assassin. And for the Minotaurs, he'll be running a battalion detachment. Leading off that detachment, we have a Primaris Chaplain and a Primaris Captain. We have 2 Assault Intercessor squads. We have an Infiltrator squad. We have a Judiciaire. We have a Blade Guard Ancient. We have a squad of Blade Guard Veteran. We have an Eliminator squad. And last but not least, we have a 3-man Eradicator squad. All right, so this is the armies going over deployment here. I've got a 5-man squad of Tempest Scions back over here on the objective. I've got my Vendetta up here. I've got the regular battle tank over here. We've got a Wyvern. We've got the Manticore. We've got the Torox Prime with 2 5-man squads of Tempest Scions inside. We've got the tank commander, and we have the Bulgrin. And not to be forgotten, we have my Vindicare Assassin over here. And in Deep Strike Reserve, I have my 2 Tempestus Command Squads, I have my 2 Tempestor Primes, and I have my 3 other Assassins. Going over deployment here for the Krieg and the Minotaurs. We've got his infiltrators right up there towards the middle. We have a Chimera over here with one of his veteran squads and a Marshal inside. We've got an Assault Intercessor squad. We've got a Blade Veteran squad. We've got a Blade Guard Ancient. We have the Chaplain, the Captain. We have the Judiciaire over here. We then have a regular Krieg infantry squad here. We've got another Chimera. Inside of that Chimera is another veteran squad. We have their Vindicare Assassin, the rogue agent, up over here. We've got Another squad of infantry inside the building over here. We've got eliminators. Over here, we have another squad of infantry, as well as a chimera with a veteran squad and another marshal inside. We've got eradicators, and we have an assault intercessor squad. There's nothing in reserves, right? Just the oh no, we have the 2 engineer squads are in deep strike reserve. They call it like tunneling. They're tunneling, whatever they're doing. Sappers, that's right. They're sapping there. So, all right. So that is deployment. We will now roll off to see who will go first. That is going to be a 4 to my 3. So we'll come back to you after Minotaur and Death Korps of Krieg turn 1. Movement phase for the Death Korps of Krieg and the Minotaurs here on turn 1. This chimera moved up over here. All of these guys in the middle here advanced. So we had the assault intercessors, the blade guard veterans, the blade guard ancient, the captain, and the chaplain all advanced up, and the Vindicare. We also had these guys, this infantry squad, advanced up onto the objective over here. This chimera moved, as did this one. The infiltrators stayed still. These assault intercessors advanced. These guys just moved up onto the objective over here. The eradicators moved up over here, and everyone inside the building here. Oh no, the infantry squad moved up a level, but that's about it. Otherwise, everyone just stood still. So that's going to be it for the movement phase. No psychic phase, so we'll come back to you with the shooting phase. All right, so into the shooting phase, his eradicators are going to fire into my Vendetta over here. He's going to be -1 to hit because of it being a flyer, so this is going to be hitting on 4s. Okay, getting 3 hits.
Statistic.
And then
roll one. Reroll. Let's do it.
Spend a CP to reroll one. Nope, not a hit. So that's going to be 3 hits. These are going to be wounding on 3s. That is going to be 1 wound, AP -4, so that's, 4. So this is going to go 5. Or whatever it is, it's going to go straight through, doing 2 damage. All right, so now this chimera's las gun arrays are going to fire into my chimera. These are going to be hitting on 5s.
That
-1 to
chimera's
hit.
weird with wings.
No, this chimera. I said was shooting into my Vendetta.
Chimera.
My Vendetta. Oh, whatever. Hitting on 5s because it's -1 to hit. Getting 1 hit. No wound. And this chimera's las gun array is going to fire into these guys over here. That's going to be hitting on 4s because it's not minus. Oh, there's one more there. And then looking for 5s to wound. Getting 1 wound. I got slab shields there, so 2 up save. They're good. And then this one's going to do the same thing into my Ogren over here. Bulgren, sorry. Hitting on 4s. That's going to be 3 hits. That is going to be 2 wounds. 2 up armor saves. And they're good. Woo! Vindicare Assassin is now going to fire into my Vendetta over here. So hitting on a 2 because it always hits on a 2. That's a hit. Looking for a 5 to wound though. That is not a wound. All right, so that's going to be it for the Death Korps of Krieg and the Minotaurs here on turn 1. We'll come back to you after movement phase for the Astra Militarum on turn 1. Movement phase for the Astra Militarum here. My Wyvern and my Manticore both stood still, as did my Vindicare Assassin. He shuffled a little bit, but less than half of his movement. He stood still over on this side. These guys stood still on the objective. He moved up like 12 inches or so, can move 14. These guys moved up over this way, and he moved up over there. So that's going to be it for the movement phase. We'll come back to you with the shooting phase. All right, so starting off with my Vendetta, he's going to fire everything into the squad down over here. So we're going to go with the las cannons first, hitting on 4s. Okay, so that's going to be 4 hits. Wounding on 3s because... Oh, that's right. My opponent spent CP on transhuman, so wounding on 4s. Well, that's a thing. And then the 2 heavy bolters are going to fire. That's going to be all hits. That's pretty good. Strength 5, so looking for 4s to wound again because of transhuman. Wow. 1. Wow. We got 1. Wow.
Looks like a guy in cover.
Guy in cover over there. AP -2. Oh, AP -1. He's good. All right, so now my battle tank here is going to fire into his eradicators. So we're going to have 2 D3 shots with the main turret because he gets to fire twice since he didn't move. I'm going to re-roll this with my my regimental doctrine. Did not matter. All right, so hitting on 4s. Okie dokie. So that's going to be 5 hits. Wounding on 3s. That's going to be 3 wounds at AP minus... All right, so it's going to be AP -2. He's got 1 guy in cover over there.
4 up.
Yeah, it's good.
4 up.
Nope. So that's going to be... D3 damage. 1 damage. I'm going to spend a CP to reroll that.
And a 1.
Wow. And then another 4 up. Because he's still in cover. No, he's going to be dead. D3, I forgot. He's got 3 wounds.
Gravis armor.
Now he's dead. And then the last cannon is going to fire. That's going to hit. 3 to wound. No, not going to wound. Now my Thorax Prime is going to fire everything into them. So we're going to go with the autocannons first. Hitting on 3s. That is going to be 3 hits. Wounding on 3s. That is going to be 1 wound.
That's 4 up.
That's a 4 up. He's good. And now the Gatling cannon is going to fire into him. Hitting on, get back over here. Hitting on 3s. Strength 4, 5 swoon because they have a Gravis chunky boys. That's going to be 2. 3 up armor saves. Failed them both, 2 wounds. And the Stormbolter.
I have to reroll yet, so. Yeah.
That's going to be all hits.
5s.
That is going to be 1 wound. 3 up. He's good. All right, so now the Wyvern over here is going to fire heavy bolters into them. I'm also going to spend 1 CP on direct fire into the infantry squad back there, so I'll have a +1 to hit. So we'll do the heavy bolters first on 4s. That's going to be 1 hit. 4s to wound. That is going to be a wound. AP -1, so 4 up save. No, he's dead. All right, so I'm going to spend a CP to reroll that. No, he's dead. And then we're gonna have the shard spears. I think I can't remember what it's called. Storm shard. That's the word I was looking for. Thank you. 4d6 shots. Rerolling this one may as well. Okay. Wow. All right. So hitting on 3s. Wow. All right. Wounding on 3s.
And rerolling failed wounds.
Rerolling failed wounds. Wow. Okay. So that's gonna be 3 wounds. 3 5-up saves. 2 dead. All right, so now my tank commander here is going to fire into the Blade Guard veterans over here. I'm going to giving them reroll 1s to hit from himself there, so that's going to be 11 shots. Hitting on 3s. Rerolling 1s to hit. Okay. So it's going to be 9 hits here.
You just picked up the 2, Phil.
You did.
I don't hit on 2s.
Bet you picked one up.
And these are going to be 3s to wound because of the Blade Guard veteran, the Minotaurs having basically baby transhuman, only wound on 3s.
Baby.
So that is going to be.
That saved you 3.
Did make a difference, yeah. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. AP -2, +1 from the Storm Shield. 1 second. All right, so 5 3-up saves. Failing 2 of them. So the first one, D3 damage. It's going to be 1. The second one is going to be 3, so that's going to be 1 dead die. And then the last cannon, that is going to be a hit. That is a wound. AP -3, so 4 up. He's good with a 6. And now my Manticore is going to fire into the infiltrators over here. So it's going to be heavy 2d6 shots. Reroll 1 of these because of my regimental abilities I've chosen. Okay, so it's going to be 4 shots.
Double what the die had originally.
That's true. Oh, buddy. So 4 shots hitting on 4s. That is going to be 2. These are going to be wounding on 3s. That is going to be 1 wound. 3, I don't believe, saves. Well, the Helix Gauntlet there, even though that failed, makes it damage 0, so he's fine. All right, so now my Vindicare Assassin is going to fire into his Chaplain over here. So he's going to have the 1 shot with the Exodus Rifle, hitting on a 2. That is a hit with a fill face. Wounding on a 2+ because he's a infantry model. 3+ because he is because of them being what they are. Because like dice rolls, it's basically a transhuman.
Dice rolled 1 or 2.
Yes. So that is not a wound. All right, spend 1 CP on double kill, even though I didn't do anything to him. Into the Blade Guard Ancient, allow him to shoot a second time. 2 to hit. That's a hit with a fill face. 3 to wound because of them being who they are. That's going to be a wound. AP -3, no invul saves allowed, and ignores cover. 6-up save. No, that's going to go through. So D3 damage. That's going to be 3 damage. All right, so now headshot. I roll on a 3+. He'll take another mortal wound. No, does not. Okay. All right, so now on to the assault phase. My Bulgaren are going to charge into his assault intercessors. I need an 8-inch charge to get in. Not going to do that. I'm going to spend a CP to re-roll that. Nope, not in. All right, we'll come back to you after movement phase for the guard and minotaurs here on turn 2. Movement phase for the Death Korps of Krieg and the Minotaurs here on turn 2. These guys disembarked, moved up over here. He moved in behind them after they did so. These two characters advanced up over this way. These two characters, the captain and the chaplain, advanced, but the Blade Guard veterans did not advance. They just moved up. This guy disembarked his squad, and they moved over there, and then he moved up over this way. These guys stayed where they were. This squad disembarked from the Chimera, and then the Chimera moved around over that way. The lone Eradicator moved over that way. Those guys stayed on the objective back over there, and inside the building, everyone stood still. Oh, that's right. And then, out of Deep Strike Reserve came his engineer squads over here. Then my opponent spent 1 CP to combine them into one squad over here. So that's going to be it. For the movement phase, we'll come back to you with the shooting phase. JK, it's an infantry squad is in the data sheet, not a squad of infantry models. So they did not. They're just two separate. Yeah, exactly. Infantry squad, not a squad of infantry. So they're going to be not together. All right. So this squad over here is going to start us off in the shooting phase into my Vendetta. His guy over here has the Laurels of Command, and he gave them reroll, take aim, bring it down, and first rank, second rank fire. So a lot of things going on here. So what are we going to start with?
Start with 3 Meltas.
Start with the 3 Meltas. So these are going to be hitting on 4s. 3s, because it's a veteran squad. Veteran squad. Oh, 4s, though, because it's -1 to hit because of it being a flyer. Reroll wounds, a 1. Oh, that's hit. Reroll hits. Is it real hits? All right, yeah, so that's going to be 2 hits.
Oh, CP.
And they're going to spend a CP to reroll the other one. Nope, not going to be a hit. These are now going to be strength 8, so 3s to wound. Reroll 1 to wound, not that 2, so that's going to be 1 wound over there. That's just going to go straight through, AP -4. So it's going to be D6 plus 2. So that's going to be 5 wounds. And then the sergeant has a bolt gun, and the others have the las guns, which are going to be now shooting 4 shots because of first rank fire, second rank fire, all hitting on 4s because of -1 to hit. Rerolling 1s because of the orders. All right, 6s and 5s to wound. Reroll 1s to wound. Okay, so that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4 wounds. We have 4 3-up armor saves. Failing 3 of them. All right, so now that squad over there is going to fire into him over here. So we're going to have these las gun shots are firing in here, hitting on 5s to hit because it's a regular infantry squad. Yep. -1 to hit. And then 6s to wound. Getting 1 wound over there. 1 3-up armor save. He's good. And then the squad in the building there is going to do the same thing. 5s to hit. And then 6s to wound. Getting 1 wound. He's good. And now the Eradicator is going to fire into him over here. 2 shots. Hitting on 4s. That's going to be 2 hits. 3s to wound. That's going to be 2 wounds. So it's going to go straight through. So, yeah, D6. 2d6 plus 2 each. Oh, so he's dead. He's definitely dead. So does he explode, though? He does not. And now this veteran squad over here is going to fire into my Torox. He only got take aim on them, so they're going to reroll 1s to hit. So we're going with the Meltas first.
3s.
3s to hit. Looking for 3s to wound. That's going to be 2 wounds. AP -4, I believe, is going to go straight through. I don't think they have an invul save. So D6 damage each, plus 2. D6 plus 2. That's going to be 5, 6, 7, plus 6, 13 damage. So he is dead. Does he explode? He does with a fill phase. All right, so D3 mortal wounds to the infantry, or the veteran squad here. That's going to be 1 mortal wound into the assault intercessors. That's going to be 3 mortal wounds. And then into the infiltrators. 3 mortal wounds. 1 guy lost a wound, or 1 guy died getting out of the explosion over there. So now his Chimera over here is going to put the dual heavy flamers into the 4-man squad there. 2d6 auto hits.
Come on, Promethean.
That's going to be 9 hits. He's going to be wounded on 3s. That one's cocked there. All right, so that's going to be 4, 5, 6 wounds. AP -6, AP -1. So looking for 5-up saves. Making 2 of them, so 4 will be dead. That's the whole squad. All right, so the assault intercessors are now going to fire into them. Plasma pistol is going to be the blue one, hitting on 3s. Okie dokie. That's 2 hits. Wounding on 2 and 3. So that's going to be 2 wounds. AP minus 3 is just going to kill a guy. And then 1 is at AP minus 1 because it's a heavy bolt pistol. So looking for a 5-up save. No, dead. And now the infiltrators are going to fire into them over here. So there's 4 guys over there because 1.5 died in the explosions, hitting on 3s. And then these are wounding on 3s. That is cocked. All right. That's going to be 2 wounds. AP minus 1 because it's tactical doctrine. Failing 2. All right, so now this squad here is going to fire into my Bulgrin. He's going to supercharge his plasma pistol, hitting on 3s, rerolling 1s. Nothing needed
What was
there.
that roll earlier?
Right?
These are going to be wounding on the 3 and 5s.
Yeah.
All right, so that's going to be 3 at AP minus 1, and then 1 at AP minus 3. So the 3 at AP minus 1 are going to be 3-up saves because of the slab shields. Making all of those, and then AP minus 3 is looking for a 5-up save. No, that's going to go through for 2 damage. All right, 2 of the eliminators have range on my Bulgrin over here, so they're going to fire here. I imagine the mortis rounds, that's the ones that make the most sense. So it's going to be 2 shots hitting on 3s. That's going to be 2 hits. Strength 5, so looking for, 1 second. Yep, looking for 4s to wound here. Strength 5, toughness 5. That's going to be 1 wound and a mortal wound. So that's going to be AP minus, what is it again? AP minus 2.
And it's flat 2 damage.
AP minus 2. Nope, that's going to fail. So that's going to kill the guy, and then 1 will take a mortal wound. Chimera here is going to fire the flamers into my Bulgrin. That's going to be 5 hits. 4s to wound. That is going to be 3 wounds. 3-up armor saves. Failed 1. And then this Chimera over here is going to fire into them. That's going to be 6 hits. 4s to wounds. That's going to be 3 wounds again. Failing all of them. All right, so this squad over here is now going to fire into these guys. They're, the marshal over there is going to give them a take aim, so re-rolling 1s to hit. So we have, what is it? There's 2 plasma guns in there? 3 plasma guns? All right, so here come the las guns and the bolt guns first. Hitting on 3s because they're veterans. Re-rolling 1s to hit. There's the 1 over there.
That's all.
All right. And then these are going to be wounding on 5s. That's got a cocked 1 there. All right, so 1 wound. He's good with a fill face. And here come the plasma shots. Hitting on 3s, supercharged. Cocked. All right, re-rolling 1s because of their orders. Nope, that's just going to be all but 1 hit there. Strength 7, so 3s to wound.
Supercharge makes them strength 8, doesn't it?
Oh, strength 8, yeah, still 3s to wound. So,
yeah,
so that's going to be 4 wounds over there. AP minus 3, so looking for 5-up saves. Making 2 of them. So 1 guy will be dead, 1 will be down to 1 wound. And now the Vindicare is going to fire into my Bulgrin over here, hitting on a 2. Okay, wounding on a 2 because that's what he does. No wound. So now this squad over here is going to fire into these guys with the mole launcher because it does not need line of sight, so it's heavy D6. Oh, we'll do both of them, that's fine, yep. Okay, 2 shots are going to be coming in over here. Hitting on 4s because they're heavy and they moved. 1 hit, strength.
It is strength 5.
Strength 5, so looking for a 3 to wound. That is a wound.
-1.
AP minus 1, so looking for a 5-up save. He's good. Woo! All right, so now his assault intercessors over here are going to charge into my guy over here. He needed a 5-inch charge to make it. They will make it with 8. This squad over here is going to charge into my guys. They need a 10-inch charge to make it. They will not make it. Assault intercessors over here are going to charge into my Bulgrin.
Oh, look, I made it.
That's going to be 9 inches in. All right, so now his assault intercessors are going to fight into me over here. These are going to be hitting on 3s.
6 is auto wound.
6 is auto wound?
To hit.
To hit?
Yeah.
Sorry, because of the duelist trait with the Minotaurs here. 6 is auto wound.
6 is to hit auto wound.
To hit auto wound. That's a lot of auto wounds. And then these ones are wounded on 5s. Getting 3 more wounds. So that's going to be 11 total wounds. All right, so it's 11 at AP minus 1. So looking for 3-up saves. Failing 1, 2, 3, 4. Of course, okay. So I'm going to interrupt with my Tempester over there because I want to. So I'm going to have 3 attacks over here. That's going to be all hits.
Uh-oh.
Oh, of course, no wound. All right, so now the 2 guys over here are going to attack into him. So these are going to be looking
9 attacks.
9 attacks here, hitting on 3s.
So we're at 4 wounds.
That's right, because a 6 is auto wound.
Yeah.
And then one in there. Yeah. And then these are going to be wounding on 3s. That's going to be another 3. So that's going to be a total of 7 wounds.
5 up saves.
7 5-up saves. No, he did. All right, my Bulgrin Sergeant over here is going to have his 4 attacks hitting on 3s.
Another one behind it.
Wow. Wounding on 3s. That's a wound. AP -1.
Uh-oh.
Nope, he good. All right, so that's going to be it for the turn here for the Minotaurs and the Death Korps of Krieg. So I'm going to roll my leadership over here on my morale phase on my my Bulgrin over here. Lost 5 guys, leadership 8. +5 that he's going to run. All right, real good. All right, so we'll come back to you after movement phase for the Astra Militarum on turn 2. All right, movement phase here for the Astra Militarum. Both of my Manticore and Wyvern stood still. My Leman Russ over here stood still. My Tank Commander stood still. These guys shuffled back a bit to get some line of sight. And that's it for the movement phase. In the reinforcements phase, my Culexus dropped in over here 9 inches away from his assault intercessors. My Callidus dropped in over here. It's going to be an 8-inch charge into them, but she is 6 inches away from these two. My Eversor Assassin came in 9 inches away from them over here. These guys dropped in back over here. One command squad along with one of my Tempestor Primes. And then the other command squad with the Tempestor Prime dropped in over here. So that's going to be it for the movement phase. We'll come back to you with the shooting phase. All right, so now my Dubro over here, he's going to fire his main battle cannon into the assault intercessors, last cannon into the Eradicator. So we're going to do the Eradicator first, hitting on a 4. Stay on the table. That's a hit.
Okay.
That is not a wound. I'm going to spend a CP to reroll that. Into a wound with a fill face. He's good with a 5. And then the main battle cannon into them.
8 shots.
I'll just take 8 shots. Hitting on 4s.
Yeah, wait.
These are going to be wounding on 3s. That is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 at AP -2. So 5 5-ups. Failing all of them. All right, so that's going to be 5 D3 damage apiece. The first one is 2. That's 2. That is 3. That is 2. And that is 1. But they're all dead. All right, so my guys over here are going to fire into these guys over here. They're going to have their hotshot las guns and a hotshot las pistol. These are going to be hitting on 3s. Alrighty. These are going to be wounding on 4s. Getting 1. AP -2 +1 because they took take cover. So looking for a 5. They got 4 up in roll thing. Roll. Nope, that's the dead guy. All right, so my command squad over here is going to fire into his eliminators. They're going to supercharge, and they've got reroll 1s to hit because of the order from the Tempestor Prime. So we got to do these one guy at a time, hitting on 3s. Okay, not a hit, but doesn't blow up. Not a hit, but doesn't blow up. Not a hit, but doesn't blow up. That's 2 hits. So that's going to be 5 total hits here. Strength 8, so looking for 2 3s to wound because they are the Minotaurs. That is going to be 3 at AP -3. +2 they've got there, so 4 up saves. Makes them all. All right, now this squad's going to do this into here, rerolling 1s to hit, so we'll go with the Melta first. That's going to be a hit. That is not a wound. Plasma. That's going to be 4 hits. Supercharging here, obviously because I was rerolling 1s there. Strength 8, so 3s to wound. That is going to be 3 wounds at AP -3, so 6 ups. Reroll, that one's cocked. Nope, so that's going to be 6 damage. Manticore is going to fire his missile into the infiltrators over here. And then he's going to fire the heavy bolter into those guys.
We're going to transhuman this.
Going to transhuman over here on these guys. So we'll go with the heavy bolter first into them. So hitting on 4s. That's going to be 1 hit. That is a wound. AP -1. +1 because they're in cover. So 4 up. All because they've got take cover. 1 dead. And then the missile into these guys over here. 2d6 shots. I'm going to re-roll 1 of these because I can with my thing. Of course I do. Hitting on 4s. That's pretty good. I'll take that. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wounding on 3s because they are Minotaurs. 4s because of transhuman. So that's going to be 3. At AP minus 2.
4 ups.
4 ups. Failed 2 of them. It would be D3 damage, but the Helix Gauntlet turns the first one to 0 damage, and then the second one will pop the guy that has still had 1 wound left from the explosion. Alright, so my tank commander over here is going to fire his las cannon into the Chimera and the main battle cannon into the Infiltrator. So we'll do the las cannon first, hitting on a 3, re-rolling 1s to hit, so that does not hit. And then we've got the main battle cannon. I'm going to re-roll that one, so that's going to be 8 total shots. Hitting on 3s, re-rolling 1s to hit. Get back here. All right, that's pretty good. Wounding on 4s because of transhuman. Oh, buddy. 2. So that's going to be 2 at AP minus 2. So it's going to be 2 4 ups.
They're good.
Makes them both. My Wyvern is going to fire Heavy Bolter into these guys, Storm Shard into them, 4s to hit. That is going to be 2 hits. That's going to be 2 wounds at AP minus 1, plus 1 because they took cover. Make them both. And then the Storm Shard. Reroll 1 of these. All right, that's going to be 15 shots here. Hitting on 4s.
Oh, man.
Alrighty. And these are going to be wounding on 3s. Rerolling. All right, that's going to be 6 total into them. So 6 4-up saves. Failing 4 of them. Now my Culexus is going to fire into the Assault Intercessors over here. Assault D3 shots. That's going to be a hit. Strength 5, 3s to wound. That's going to be a wound. AP minus 4. So, that's just going to go straight through. So that's going to be 1 damage. All right, so now the Callidus Assassin is going to fire into the Vindicare over here with her Neural Shredder. So that does hit. I now roll 3d6. If I get higher, equal to or higher than his leadership, he'll suffer D3 mortal wounds. That is definitely with a 15 D3 mortal wounds. He takes 3. Eversor Assassin is going to fire into them, getting 2 hits. That is re-rolling wound rolls. So that's going to be 1 wound, AP minus 1, I believe. Try roll to see if it makes a difference. No, he's going to be. Vindicare Assassin is now going to fire into the Vindicare over here, hitting on a 2. That's a hit. Wounding on a 2 because he's infantry. 3. I don't know, 1. And now I'm going to spend a CP for a double kill and shoot into his captain over here. That is a hit. That is not a wound because a 1-2 always fails on Minotaur. All right, so that's going to be it for the shooting phase. Into the assault phase, my Culexus Assassin is going to charge into his Assault Intercessors over here. So looking for a 9-inch charge. He will not make it. All right, so now my Eversor is going to charge into this squad over here. I need an 11-inch charge, including going into the crater over there. He will make it. All right, so now my Callidus Assassin is going to charge into just his Blade Guard Ancient over here. And she's going to make it with an 11. All right, so now my Callidus is going to go. She's going to put 4 attacks into the captain who heroically intervened over here. She's going to put 1 attack into the Blade Guard Ancient, and the 1 Poison Blade attack that I get extra is going to go into the Blade Guard Ancient. So we're going to do the 4 attacks into the captain over here. 4 attacks, hitting on 2s. I'm going to spend a CP to reroll this. All right, so that's going to be 4 hits. Wounding on 4, Strength 4, Toughness 4. That's going to be 2 wounds at AP minus 3. No invul saves allowed. So he's going to have 5-up saves because he has the 3-up armor plus 1 for the relic shield, and then minus 3. So 5-up save. No, fails them both. Takes 4 damage. All right, so that's his warlord trait. There is stubborn heroism. So he's going to have all damage going into him, and so they just do 1 damage each. So he takes 2 damage, and then 1 attack into the Blade Guard Ancient over here. That's not going to hit, and then the Poison Blade. That does hit. That's not a wound. All right, so now my Eversor Assassin over here is going to attack into the Kriegsman. He's got 8 attacks on the charge, hitting on 2s. Alrighty. And these are going to be strength at plus 1, so 5, looking for 3s to wound, re-rolling. Alrighty, so that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. AP minus 1. Or 6, I'm sorry, 8. 6. AP minus 1.
blade die.
6, yeah. So AP -1. These are going to be looking for 5 up saves. Oh no, 6 up saves.
I mean,
those are regular troopers.
Cover in melee. I mean,
All right, so makes 3. So then I get 3 more attacks into them. That's going to be all hits. That is going to be re-rolling wounds. So that's going to be another 3 wounds, 6 ups. Making 1, so another 2 dead. All right, so now his captain over here is going to attack into me. So he's got
5 base.
5 base plus 1 because he heroically intervened.
Imperium sword.
And then he's got the Imperium sword, which gives him another additional attack over here. So these are going to be hitting on 2s. Okay, 1 miss. And these are going to be strength.
Strength is going to be 6.
6, so 3s to wound. That is going to be 1, 2, 3. 3, 4 up invul saves. Making 1. What's the damage?
2.
1 second. She has 1 wound left over there. So now his Blade Guard Ancient is going to attack over here.
4 attacks base.
So he's got 4 attacks base plus 1 because he got charged. These are going to be hitting on 2s, I believe, because he has +1 because he also has Blade Guard.
Okay.
So 2s to hit.
That's what I was just saying.
That's going to be 2 misses. Reroll. No, he's not core, so do not get to reroll those. And then these are going to be 3 hits, strength 4, so 4s to wound. That's going to be 1 wound.
Make that invul.
She's good.
With a chainsaw.
And now the Kriegers will attack back over here. These are now going to be wounding on 5s. No, 1 wound. He takes a wound. All right, so now my Eversor Assassin is down to 5 wounds, and I'm going to spend 2 CP at the end of the fight phase to fight again with him. These are going to be, again, hitting on 2s. All right. And on 3s, re-rolling. All right, that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 wounds. Looking for 6 up saves. No, they will be dead. And then I have to roll a 1, 2, 3. He takes a mortal wound. Yep, he takes a mortal wound. All right, so that's going to be the end of the turn here on turn 2. We will come back to you after movement phase for the Krieg and Minotaurs on turn 3. All right, movement phase for the Death Korps of Krieg and the Minotaurs here on turn 3. These guys moved up over here, and these guys advanced up over on top there. These guys advanced up over this way, as did the marshal behind them. These guys stayed on the objective over here. These guys moved up across the side over here, as did the Chimera. These guys advanced up over this way. No. Your Minotaurs moved up, walked up. These guys advanced up over there, including the marshal behind him. He stood still where he was. He moved over this way. He fell back out of combat over this way, and captain stayed in combat. He stayed where he's at. They stayed where they're at. He stayed where he's at, and everyone in the building stayed where they are. So that's going to be it for the movement phase. We'll come back to you with the shooting phase. Starting off the shooting phase, the Eradicator is going to fire into my Lehman Russ over here. That is going to be 1 hit. That is not going to be a wound. All right, so now his Eliminators here are going to fire into my Tempester Prime back over this side.
Mortis rounds.
Mortis rounds here. So these are going to be hitting on 2s. That one's cocked. That's going to be 3 hits.
Wounding on 3s.
Wounding on 3s. That is going to be 2 wounds. AP -2, I believe, right? So looking for 6 up saves because he's got a 4 up save.
Do you not have a refractor field?
No, they do not. Failed them both.
4 damage.
That's 4 damage. I think he's dead.
Anyway.
The captain here is going to fire his heavy bolt pistol into my Callidus. That will hit. That will wound. He's got a heavy bolt pistol?
No.
All right, so that's going to be AP -1. Doesn't make a difference. He's got a 4 up invul save. She's good. All right, so the assault intercessors over here are going to fire into my Culexus assassin over here. Do you want to supercharge your plasma? No. So he's going to be hitting on 6s. Getting with the plasma and heavy bolt pistol.
Okay, should have.
Looking for a 3 and a 4. Just the wound on the heavy bolt pistol. He's good. All right, heavy flamers from the Chimera here into my command squad over here. There's going to be 8 hits. Wounded on 3s. That one's cocked. All right, so there's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
5 ups.
These are going to be 5-up saves because it's AP -1. Wow. Okay. Judiciaire is going to fire into my Tempest Prime over here. That's not a hit. All right, so now his Chimera here is going to fire into my Culexus my Eversor Assassin over here. So these are going to be heavy flamer shots. That's going to be 9 hits. All right, toughness 4, so 3s to wound. That is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4 wounds.
5 wounds.
5 wounds. Oh, 5 wounds over there. These are going to be AP -1. Doesn't make a difference. He's got his 4-up saves. That is going to be 3 made. And then, I spent a CP on hypermetabolism to allow him to have 4-up feel no pains. And he ignores both of them. And now the Vindicare Assassin is going to fire into him. Hitting on a 2. That's a hit. Wounding on a 2. That is a wound. No invul saves allowed. So that's, armor 6. So that's just going to go straight through there. D3 damage.
D6 damage because I rolled a 6 to wound.
Oh, D6 damage, yeah. That's cocked. That's going to be 3 wounds. 4-up, ignoring wounds. And I ignore all of them. And because he didn't lose any wounds, because he managed to make all those feel no pains, the headshot doesn't actually go into effect here.
I see.
All right, so now the Vindicare Assassin is going to spend a CP on double kill, and he's going to fire into the Lehman Russ over here. He's also going to spend a CP on turbo penetrator round. So hitting on A2. All right, that's going to be a hit. D3 mortal wounds. Taken 2. All right, so now this squad over here is going to fire. He gave them the orders to allow them to advance and shoot. So forward for the Emperor, and then he also gave them take aim, rerolling 1s to hit, because he has the Laurels of Command, and then he failed on the next one. So we're going to be doing the Meltas now, right, first?
Yeah, let's start with Meltas.
So we're going to start with the Meltas. So that's going to be 3 of those. -1 to hit because they advanced. So that's going to be 1 hit.
Do you want to CP one of those?
Once again, we're going to CP reroll 1 of those. That's going to be 2 hits. These are now going to be looking for 4s to wound. Getting 1 wound. All right, so that's going to be D6 plus 2, because he's in half range there. 3 damage. All right, so these are now going to be the las guns with the bolt gun into the Lehman Russ over there. All right, so these are going to be wounding on 6s. No wound. All right, the infiltrators are going to fire into my scions over here. They're going to be hitting. Yeah, because they stood still, so they get bolter discipline. 6 shots, hitting on 3s.
2 wounds.
That's going to be 2 wounds, and then 1 rolling for a wound on a 3. Nope, so that's going to be 2 wounds. AP nothing, because he moved into Assault Doctrine here, so looking for 4-up saves. Failed them both, okay. These guys up here that advance are going to shoot their assault shotguns over here. So hitting on 4s. Well, nope, that's going to be a miss there, so it's 1 hit.
And a strength 4.
Strength 4, so that is a wound. AP? Nothing. So he's good. All right, so these guys are going to spend a CP to throw grenades. They're going to throw their acid grenades into them, so they're going to have D6 shots each. And 9 shots here. These are going to be hitting on 3s, right? They're veterans, right?
Yes.
Yeah, 3s to hit. And always wound on 2s.
Against infantry.
Against infantry. So that's going to be 1 miss there, so that's going to be 6 wounds. All right, they're AP -2 on these acid bombs, which are crazy. So these are going to be looking for 6-up saves. No, they are dead. All right, so now this veteran squad over here is going to fire into my Culexus Assassin over here because they gave them the order to forward for the Emperor, allow him to shoot. So we're going to go with Plasma first, which my opponent is going to supercharge. So we're going to have the first guy gets 2 hits. The next one gets another hit, but not a blow up over there. And then another hit with not a blow up. So that's going to be 4 hits there. Oh, no, 6s. Only 1 hit. What am I doing? Yeah, just 1 hit. Blah, blah, blah. I forgot it's the Culexus. He only hits on 6s here. So this is going to be looking for a 2 to wound, though.
You had my hopes up there.
That is a wound. 4-up invul save. No, he's going to go through for 2 damage. And here comes the bolt gun and the las guns. Las guns,
yes,
not las
las
cannons. Hitting on 6s. So that's just going to be the 1 hit there. That's not a wound. Now the infantry squad in here is going to fire into my Tempest's command squad over here. Hitting on 4s because they are regular infantry. And then wounding on 4s, getting 1 wound over there. Forgot my die. AP nothing. He's good with a filth base. Woo! All right, so now this Chimera here is going to fire everything into my tank commander over here. So we're going to do the las gun arrays first. Hitting on 4s.
Always 4s.
And then these are going to be looking for 6s. Getting 1 wound over there. He's got the up armored, so 2 up armor save. Okay, of course. And then these are going to be the heavy flamers. So that's going to be, it's kind of there. It's going to be 5 hit. And then these are looking for 5s to wound. Getting 1 wound, AP -1, 3 up save. Okay. Alright, so that's going to be it for the shooting phase. Into the assault phase, the assault intercessors are going to charge into my Culexus. They're in. Judiciary is going to charge into my Tempest Prime, 8-inch charge. Will not make it. And the Commander here is going to charge into my Eversor. Needs a 9-inch charge into there. Not going to make it. Going to spend a CP to reroll it. Still not make it. Alright, so now this Chimera is going to charge into my Lehman Russ. I'm going to spend a CP on Defensive Gunners and Overwatch. So that's 2 CP total. We're going to go with the main battle cannon first. Going to get 6 shots here.
My concern with the Eversor.
These are going to be hitting on 5s because of Defensive Gunners. That is going to be 2 hits. Strength 8, 3s to wound. Oh, of course. I'm going to spend a CP to reroll one of those. Into a wound. AP -2. 5 up. He makes it. And then the last cannon. That does hit. That does wound. 6 up. No, does not make it. D6 damage. That is 5 damage. And he needs a 5-inch charge to get in. He's in. Alright, so into the fight phase. He is going to attack me over here. So these are going to be hitting on 6s.
And winning on 6s.
And those auto wounds because of Duelist. So that's going to be 5 wounds into him over there.
Yep. You don't care because you have an invul.
Invul save. Failing 2 of them.
Okay.
And then the Chimera here is going to attack in here. D3 attacks. Going to get 3 attacks here. These are going to be hitting on 6s. No hit. Alright, so now my Callidus is going to go. She's going to have 5 attacks into him over here. Hitting on 2s. That is going to be all hits. Looking for 4s to wound. Strength 4, toughness 4. 4s to wound. I'm going to spend a CP to reroll one of these. Nope, not meant a difference. So that's going to be 3. 5 up saves because he's got his basically 2 up armor save. Making 2 of them. And then the Poison Blade hits. That is a wound because it's 2+ on the Poison Blade. No, fails it. All right, 50-50. We made a mistake over here with the failed and the made over there. He rolled 3 saves. So 50-50, 1, 2, 3. It was a fail.
Yeah.
No, so he made the save. Nothing. All right, so now his captain is going to attack back into my my Callidus over there. Hitting on 2s. So that's going to be 4 hits.
That's drop die.
It's all good. 4 hits.
And
1 wound. 2. 1 save. Yep, so that's going to be 2 wounds over there. So here we go. Looking for 4 up saves. Makes 1. Makes 2. Now my Lehman Russ is going to have his 3 attacks. Hey, getting 2 hits. That is 2 wounds. AP nothing, I don't think, on these. Fails them both. And now my Culexus is going to attack back over here. He's got 4 attacks. That's going to be all hits. 4s to wound. That is going to be 3 wounds. No armor saves allowed. It's only invul saves, so that's going to be 3. Dude and a half dead. All right, and that's going to be it for the. Minotaur and Death Korps of Krieg turn here on turn 3. We'll come back to you after movement phase for the Imperial Guard on turn 3. Movement phase for the Astra Militarum here on turn 3. Both of these stayed still. He moved back a bit, so he's on the objective back over here. He stayed in combat over here. He stayed in combat over here, the Culexus. She fell back out of combat with the captain, but she can shoot and charge on the turn that she fell back. The Eversor Assassin moved up around over here, looking to get his charge off. He kind of stayed over here, staying out of line of sight from people, and that is... Oh, and those guys back over there stayed still where they are. So that's going to be it for the movement phase. We'll come back to you with the shooting phase. Alrighty, so over here, my Lehman Russ, my tank commander is going to fire into him with the las cannon. He's going to fire into them with the blast head battle cannon if he can kill this with his shot here. So he's going to give himself the order to reroll 1s to hit. So we're going to go with that. The las cannon is going to be hitting on a 4 because he's -1 to hit since he is in combat with a heavy weapon. That's not a hit. I'm going to spend a CP to reroll that. That is a hit. Wounding on a 3. That is a wound with a fill face. 6 up save. No, does not make it. D6 damage. 6 damage. So he is dead. Does he explode? He does not. All right, so we're going to see, because he's Death Korps of Krieg, that vehicle on a 4-up will get to shoot one of its heavy weapons. Or one of its weapons. No, it will not. And then the battle cannon is going to be firing into the infiltrators over there. That's going to be 9 shots. All right, so that's going to be 9 shots hitting on 3s now because he's not engaged. Oh, buddy. Rerolling 1s to hit, thankfully, for his order that he gave himself. Holy cow. Yeah, seriously. Alrighty then. And then these are going to be strength 8, but wounding on 3s because he is Minotaurs. Okay, so that's going to be 1, 2, 3. AP minus 2 plus 1 because they're in cover, so 4 ups. Failing one of them.
And Helix Gauntlet.
Helix Gauntlet. Okay. All right, so now my Manticore over here is going to fire his heavy bolter into the 2-man squad over here, and he's going to fire the missile into these guys over here. So we're going to go with the heavy bolter first. 4s to hit. That's going to be 2 hits. 3s to wound. That's going to be 1 wound. AP minus 1 into them, so that's going to be a 5-up save.
How many?
1. Just 1. No damage. And then the missiles firing into these guys over here.
Got you, boo.
Rerolling 1 of these because of my thing. Okay, does not make a difference. So it's still going to be 5 shots. 4s. Wow.
2 hits.
All right, that's going to be 2 hits.
Wow.
That is going to be 1 wound.
Wow.
What is that?
It's a 4.
4. Ooh. All right, AP minus 2 plus 1 because they're in cover, so they are good to go. All right, so now my Eversor Assassin here is firing into his Vindicare. These are going to be hitting on 2s. That's going to be all hits. Wounding on 4, strength 4, toughness 4. But re-rolling because he's an infantry, thankfully. All right, so it's going to be 3 wounds at AP minus 1.
3 4-ups.
3 or 4 ups. Makes all but 1. And then she's going to fire her Neural Shredder into him over here. That is a hit. So 3d6 above his leadership. Gets it, so he's going to take at least 1 mortal wound, so he's dead. He's within range of the Ancient over here, so let's see if he can shoot on a 4-up. He does.
Shooting at the Callidus.
And to the Callidus over here. That's a hit.
Oh no.
That's a wound.
Is it?
With the Absolver Bolt pistol?
No, strength 4. All right, so she is going to see if she has it's a strength 5, toughness 4, so she is going to be wounded there. On a 5, she's good. My Vindicare Assassin is going to fire at the Chaplain over here. That is a hit. That is a wound with a mortal wound in addition. So it's going to be no invul saves allowed. AP minus 3, 6 up, but a 5 up because he's in cover over there. Nope, that's going to go through. D3 mortal wound or D3 wounds. That's going to be 2 wounds. So he's got a total of 3 wounds so far down. Then on a 3 up, he will take another wound. No, okay. All right, so now my Vindicare Assassin is going to spend 1 CP on double kill, and he's going to fire into the Captain over here. So hitting on a 2, that's a hit with a fill face. Wounding on a 3. That's a wound.
5 up.
5 up save because it's no invuls allowed. No, that's going to go through for D3 damage. So for 3 damage, which becomes 2 damage. So now I roll a dice on a 3 up. He takes another mortal wound. He does take another mortal wound. What's he at now? Down to 1, and then a 4 up. Yeah, with the 4 up, and he is dead. He has the relic shield, so he's going to take 5 up feel no pains on
4 plus
4 plus feel no pains. Is it 4 plus? 4 plus feel no pains on his on those mortal wounds. Made one. So now on a 5 up. No, so he's still alive with 1 wound.
Overcharge.
All right, so now my plasma guys here are going to fire into his snipers there. I am going to supercharge, even though I can't reroll 1. So hitting on 3s. That is going to be 2 hits. That's a hit and a miss, but not a blow up. Okay, 1 guy will be dead and 1 hit. And that's going to be another hit, but no wound there. Wounding on 3s because he is Minotaurs. Oh, buddy, 2. AP minus 3, so 4 up saves. Makes 1, fails 1. And now my Lehman Russ over here is going to fire his main battle cannon into these guys, last cannon into the Eradicator. So we'll do the Eradicator first. That's a hit. That is not a wound because he's a Minotaur. And then here comes the battle cannon shots. Rerolling one of those because of my trait. Okay. 4 shots here. Come on, baby.
Increase.
4s to hit. Getting 1 hit. That is a wound. That's cocked. And that is a 4. He's good. And then my Wyvern over here is going to fire Heavy Bolter into this guy. Storm Shards into these guys. Heavy Bolter first. That is going to be 1 hit. That is a wound at AP -1. So 5 up save because he's a veteran there. No damage. And then the Storm Shard. Rerolling one of those because of my thing. That's good. 15 shots here hitting on 4s. That one's cocked. And then wounding on 3s, rerolling. Alright, so he's 7 4-up saves. Fails 1, 2, 3, 4. They're dead. Alright, so into the assault phase, my Callidus Assassin is going to charge into his Blade Guard Ancient over there. Not going to make it because of the -2. I'm going to spend a CP to reroll.
I really hope he doesn't need this.
Oh, he's in. And then the Eversor is going to charge over here. I need 6-inch charge with the crater over there. And he's going to be in. Callidus Assassin is now going to attack into him over here. 5 attacks. Okay, that's going to be 3 hits. Wounding on 4s. That's going to be all wounds over here. No invul saves, so it's going to be 6 up saves. No, he did. Okay. An Ancient on 4+ will fight back. He does. Hitting on a 3.
It's just 1 attack.
Yeah, 1 attack. Hitting on 3.
He's going to shoot his pistol.
Sure. Yeah, shoot his pistol.
No.
Clearly, and now the Eversor Assassin is going to attack into his captain over there, hitting on 2s. All right, that's going to be all hits. Wounding on 3s because his strength +1 with his Neuro Gauntlet. Rerolling because he's with that weapon. Yeah, so that's going to be 8 wounds over here. 8 3-up invul saves because he's used the Armor Indomitus. Yeah. No, he will be dead because he failed 2, so he is definitely dead. And now these Assault Intercessors are attacking my Culexus, hitting on 6s. Getting 3 wounds.
3 saves for you.
3 4-ups. Come on, baby. Gonna spend a CP to reroll that. No, he's dead. All right, so that's going to be it for the Astra Militarum turn here on turn 3. We'll come back to you with the movement phase for Death Korps of Krieg and the these guys on turn, turn 4. Movement phase for the Death Korps of Krieg and Minotaurs here on turn 4. These guys moved up towards my Leman Russ. These guys moved up towards my Leman Russ. These guys moved up towards my Leman Russ. These guys over here moved up towards my Vindicare Assassin. These guys are moving back towards my other assassin, my Eversor probably. He moved up over here onto the objective, looking to shoot as well as him into her. These guys stayed on the objective as they've been doing this whole game. He moved up a little bit. Those guys moved on to the objective, or stayed on the objective there, and everyone in the building stayed where they were. So that's going to be it for the movement phase. We'll come back to you with the shooting phase. All right, so now this Chimera is going to fire into my Dubra, my Tempesta Prime back over here. That's going to be 6 hits. These are going to be wounded on 3s. That one's cocked. All right, so that's going to be 6 hits over here. These are AP -1, so looking for 5-up saves. Whoa, Jesus, I'm throwing dice all over the place. So that's going to be 3, so he takes 3 wounds. Vindicare Assassin is going to fire into my Culexus Assassin over here. 2. That is a hit.
2.
That is a wound. No invul saves can be made, so she is just dead. Yep. And then my opponent's going to spend 1 CP for double kill, shooting into my Eversor Assassin. That is a hit. That is a wound. AP -3 is going to go straight through over there. D3 damage. 3. And then headshot coming in over here. No. So now the Blade Guard veterans are going to fire into him. So we've got a crack grenade. Which one is the...
Green.
Oh, okay. He's going to use my fill face dice, I see.
Both hit?
Both hits. Wounding on a 4 and a 3. No, just the one with that. This is going to be AP -1, so 4-up invul doesn't make a difference. I'm going to spend a CP to reroll that. No, he did. Does he explode? I do it for each unit within 6 inches. I do on a 4+, they take D3 mortal wounds. So we'll do it onto the Blade Guard veteran over here. Nope. Onto your chaplain. Nope. And then into him does. for 1 mortal wound.
What was?
We will.
And the pistols into my Vindicare up here.
Do we have a CP that we can spend this phase?
Yes, we have one more.
I will overcharge.
Okay, going to supercharge over here. That's cocked.
That's cocked.
Nope, that's not going to be
It's a
hit.
miss.
So it's going to be a miss. And then we got 2 hits with the heavy bolt pistol, though. That's going to be 1 wound.
Oh, no wound.
No wound. All right, so his Eradicator here is going to fire into my Lehman Russ.
Both
That's going to
hit.
be 2 hits. That's going to be 2 wounds. AP minus force is going to go straight through for 3 damage. So they're going to have reroll 1s to hit. And then you go with 4+, they'll get reroll 1s to wound, I imagine. No.
So just hits.
Let's reroll 1s to hit. So we're going to go with the Melta first. That's going to be 2 hits.
You want to CP that too?
And these are going to be looking for 4s to wound. That's going to be 1 wound. And the damage, +2, 5 damage. Bone's going to spend a CP to reroll that. Into a 2. Here come the bolt gun, or las guns, and a bolt gun. Rerolling 1s because they're orders. And then 6s to wound. Getting 2 wounds.
Flashlights.
Make the save.
No.
Marksman bolters from there are going to fire into these guys over here, so it's going to be 6 shots. Hitting on 3s, 1 wound automatic, and then 6s to wound. Getting just the 1 wound. No, takes a wound. The 2 eliminators are going to fire into my Scion command squad over here. That's going to be 2 hits. That's going to be 1 wound.
-2.
AP -2. No good. Kriegsmen over here are going to fire into them as well. Hitting on 3s. Hitting on 4s, that's right, because they're regular infantry. Wounding on 4s, so it's going to be 5 wounds over here. No AP. So that is going to be... Oh, they're dead. Okay. All right, so these guys over here are going to fire into my tank commander. These are the Meltas. That's going to be all hits. 4s to wound. That's going to be all wounds. Those are going to go... no, 6-up saves on him because he's got the 2-up armor save. Making no fill faces. That's going to be 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. He dead. Does he explode? No, he doesn't. All right, so now this squad here is going to fire into my Vindicare. He's -1 to hit. We forgot about that with them, but it didn't make a difference, obviously. So these are going to be hitting on 5s.
They're veterans.
Oh, they're veterans, so 4s. It would be -2, but they're rerolling 1s because of the order. Okay, so that's going to be 1 hit. These are with the plasma.
2 wound.
2 wound. That's going to be a wound. And that's not a save. All right, so then we've got las guns and a bolt gun firing into him. Hitting on 4s because it's -1 to hit. Rerolling them 1s. And then here we go, looking for 5s and 4. So 5s and 4s. So we've got 3 wounds. Failing 1 of them. All right, so now the assault intercessors are going to charge into my Vindicare Assassin. I'm going to do defensible positions for the first time in 9th edition since I've always forgotten it. So my opponent did remind me of that. So we figured we would do it since we've always had it. I never remember. So he's going to fire Overwatch into them. So hitting on a 5 because of that with his rifle. It does not matter because I will always roll a 1. I'm going to spend a CP to reroll that. Hey, with the fill phase! I didn't even need defensible positions. Wounding on a 2. Oh, 3, that's right, because of that. Okay. Cool dice. Okay. Stay on the board! Oh, of course. All right, he just needs to roll not a double 1 on his charge here. He's in. And then these guys are going to charge in as well. Not in. And then these guys are going to charge into my Lehman Russ. They're in. And then the Marshal's also going to charge in. And he is not in. JK, he's definitely in. Chainswords go burr over here. So these are going to be hitting on 3s. And then wounding on 4s. 3s, because no, just 4s, because they're there. So it's going to be a total of 6 wounds into him over here. Yep. I don't know why I'm over here trying.
She's like, hurry up. It's like, hush.
6 wounds. These are going to be looking for 4-up impulse. Failed 3 exactly. Oh, man. I'm gonna spend a CP to reroll 1. Yeah, he's still alive. And the Marshal is now going to attack over here. 3 attacks. That is going to be 3 hits. These are going to be wounding on 6s. It is a Lehman Russ. Getting 1, AP -3, so 6-up save. Nope. And then the squad's going to attack over here. Hitting on 4s or 3s? 3s as well. And then these are going to be looking for 6s to wound. Getting one wound.
Make that 3 up.
3 up armor serve. Yeah, he good. D3 attacks with him back into the Marshal, may as well.
Three.
Oh, that's right, it's 1 attack. And that 5 would not have hit.
Marshalling.
5 attacks with his guy here. With my guy here. 3 hits. That's going to be 3 wounds. 1 misses. All right, so that's going to be it for the Krieg and Minotaur's turn here on turn 4. And honestly, that's going to be game. I mean, there's nothing that I could do to score points that I need to come back. I was already hurting on primaries, and now this is the last guy that's going to be holding anything, and I can't even back out because you've got me wrapped around over here. So all I have is like basically these guys can shoot, and that's about it. So not great. I can't get back there. But yeah, that was a brutal game. A ton of fun. You know, just I loved getting to field all the assassins finally. I've had them for the longest time, and I haven't fielded them all in a long time. Not in 9th edition, I don't think at all. So that was a ton of fun to be able to do that. But yes, it was a ton of fun. I hope you guys have all enjoyed this. I certainly have. I have been Phil, the Glacial Geek, as always. My opponents have been Jason and Harris. And until next time, stay safe and have fun.